MGF 1106 final exam review. We're dealing with an area of a trapezoidal shape. So I'm going to just draw kind of a general picture of a trapezoid first, just so we can kind of visualize what we're dealing with. So we have a height of 9 feet. Two bases are 14 and 8. We need our area formula for a trapezoid. This needs to be memorized. 1/2 height times the quantity base 1 plus base 2. Always double check my units are all the same when I'm starting off with this figure, so I can go ahead and plug it into the formula. 1/2 times the 9. 8 plus 14 are my bases. When I add those two together, I get 22. At this point, you can plug it directly in your calculator if you would like. If you didn't have a calculator, realize you can take a half of the 22, which gives you a 9 times 11, which would give you 99 feet squared. So this is the area of the trapezoidal shape on the patio, 99 feet squared. At this point, we're wanting to have the cost, and this is where you need to be careful. It's yards squared. So we have to convert our 99 feet squared. We did this already before, but just as a reminder, okay. In 1 yard, there are 3 feet. We need to square both sides to get the right conversion factor. So 1 yard squared equals 9 feet squared. This is the conversion factor we're going to use. So we have 99 feet squared. What we want, we put on the top, which is the yard squared. What we want to get rid of, the feet squared, we put on the bottom. These cancel. 9 times 1, 99 times 1 is 99 over 9, which gives us 11 yards squared. So these two answers here are equivalent, and these are the area of the trapezoidal shape. Our last step for this problem now is we can multiply by the cost because it's per yard squared. This is in yards squared. So we have 11 yards squared times the 2250. The per basically is where it's telling us we're dividing. Yards squareds cancel. 11 times 2250. You can again let your calculator do this for you. Gives you a final answer of $247.50. First step, double check the units are all in the same form. Plug it into our formula. Simplify. We then are multiplying by the cost, but in order to do that, we have to convert our units to be the same units. So we used our conversion factor and then finish the problem. Going to number 52, we are dealing with a cone. Okay. First of all, again, this only has one base. So 1/3 area of the base times the height. This base is a circle. So area of a circle is pi r squared times h. That is our formula for our volume of this cone. Double check my units are all in the same units. So I'm now going to plug in. The radius of the circle is 4. So we're going to square that. The height of the cone is 5. So for the area inside here, we have 16 pi times the 5. At this point, 16 times 5 is 80. So we have 80 divided by 3 times the pi. So I'm going to divide the 80 by the 3, which gives me 26.667, but I'm not going to round that. I'm going to go ahead and then multiply that by the 3.14, which is what they ask us to use. So 80 divided by the 3 gives me the 26.66667, but I'm going to go ahead and multiply that by the 3.14 in my calculator. That gives me 83.73, and the 3 keeps repeating. Looking up here, I'm rounding to the nearest hundredths place. So in this case, we are dealing with volume. Inches cubed are my units. So again here, one base, so 1/3 area of the base times the height. My base is a circle, pi r squared. Plugged in, 4 squared is 16. 16 times 5 gave me the 80. Divided 80 by 3, multiplied by the 3.14. Lastly, rounded to the nearest hundredth, which is 2 decimal places.